Man, I tell you what, MVIS, I might have to cheat on you, my girl. I might have to do it because Inuvo is just a gift that keeps on giving. So filthy. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Trades, week of technical analysis on different stocks in the stock market, as well as potential buy, hold, or sell opinions on these given stocks. I'd like to preface by saying that I'm not a financial advisor nor expert, so take what I say with a grain of salt. The reason that I started this channel is because a couple years back, I was about $30,000 deep in some medical debt, and I was very fortunate to have some close family, friends, and mentors that pushed me to work hard and invest my money, and I'm happy to say that not only am I now financially free, but I'm doing pretty well for myself at the age of 23. So, if I can pass along any of the information, resources, or tools that are given to me here in the community, make a couple people better off than they were before, that's all that I can ask for. Last, if you would not mind dropping a like on the video, it really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. Now today, we have an update on ticker symbol INUV, Inuvo Incorporated. This stock has been so absolutely filthy. This is a very definition of filthy. I do have a position in this stock. Just to be completely transparent, this was a grand slam hit that we presented to you guys here at Trades back when this stock was trading at about 65 cents or so. I got into this stock at a dollar cost average of about $1.13, 2,200 shares, currently up 59.47%, $1,485, up $792 on the day. It was an absolutely filthy day, and the stock is finally starting to slow down a little bit, which is to be expected after you run up over 100%, right? Going from 65 cents all the way up to $2.35, man, filthy. So we're going to talk about this stock macroscopically and microscopically, look at the 1 month chart as well as the 1 day, 1 minute chart. I do have 3 different indicators pulled up, and I'll explain these to you really quick. It's the relative strength index. Anything over 70 is overbought. Anything under 30 is oversold. I have the 200 EMA, which is the exponential moving average, and this is just a 200-day valuation trend line based over price action over those 200 days, as well as the 15-day VAMA, and this is the volume adjusted moving average. Some brokerage accounts don't have this. You might have to use the VWAP or the MA, and this is just a 15-day price action based trend line that adjusts accordingly to the overall volume that goes into a stock. So we'll talk about what these mean. We have a retracement drawn up with a Fibonacci. Very easy to use. You just find the Fibonacci retracement in your brokerage account, place it at the bottom of the base of the run-up to the top of the very peak, and we are going to adjust it here today. We'll talk about what this means, potential entry points, how to play this stock, the whole 9 yards. So buckle in, we got a lot to talk about. But before we get going, quick shout out to the guys over the Patreon. Thank you guys so much for the support. We are about 245 members strong right now. It's at 345. I can't even keep up. Man, thank you guys so much. They will have access to the private Discord as well as real-time insight to my personal trading. And guys, there's a lot of good stuff in here. SPAC plays, short-term plays, mid-term plays, long-term plays, investing assistance, chat and questions. There's a lot of knowledge in here, a lot of great investors. If you're interested, there is a link to the Patreon in the description box down below. Now, if you're not familiar with what Inuvo is, I'll just read you a quick description of the company. They engage in the provision of artificial intelligence-driven commerce solutions. The firm provides platforms that can identify and message online audiences for any product or service across devices, channels, and formats, including video, mobile, connected television, display, social, and native. Its products and services include Valid Click, Intent Key, and digital publishing. The Valid Click service is software for publishers, and this is the one that I like a lot. I offer a pay-per-click solution where advertisements are targeted to consumers based on content and behaviors. The Intent Key service is a consumer intent recognition system designed to reach highly targeted mobile and desktop in-market audiences with precision. The digital publishing services include branded web properties with content developed, edited, and published by Inuvo. And the reason that we saw this run up is because recently Vanguard did increase their overall stake in the company to just shy of 2.7 million shares, which at the time was worth just under $1 million. And a company like Vanguard would not invest into a penny stock with that much money if they did not believe in the company. And this is why we saw a huge spike in volume, along with what we see here. So INUV stock price increases over 35% pre-market. This was posted on January 20th, which is today. And let's just take a quick read of the first paragraph. The stock price of Inuvo Inc., a leading provider of marketing technology powered by artificial intelligence that serves brands and agencies, is trading at over 35% pre-market. Investors are reacting to the company closing a registered direct offering for total gross proceeds of $8 million before deducting placement, agent fees, and other estimated offering expenses. Inuvo sold 13.3 million shares of its common stock per value 0.001 cents per share at a price of 60 cents per share. and Inuvo expects to use the net proceeds from this offering for working capital and other general corporate purposes. And people obviously went absolutely crazy on this stock because the volume was trading insanely high, and even in today we saw another run up. And honestly, here this is just the gift that keeps on giving. It's like playing blackjack and all you deal is blackjack, so when you dump, the dealer busts. It's looking like it might run again here in the pre-market, which is so insane. This is such a filthy stock. But let's talk about different potential entry points. I am going to be holding this as a midterm investment. I think anywhere between a month to 3 months is extremely reasonable. Vanguard does have a large stake in this company, and as long as they are willing to hold their money in this, and honestly, I like the premise here. I like the idea of competition with YouTube, Google ads, Facebook ads, Twitter ads, the whole 9 yards, or the potential for all these big wig companies to capitalize on or purchase this AI tech from Inuvo. And if you get a big company name like YouTube, Google, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any of these companies that buy into this, you know, it is going to be absolutely insane. And I think that people realize that, and that's why you see a lot of green volume compared to overall red volume. Like, this to me tells me that this is an investor stock. You can read a lot about the psychology of who is putting money here and what they're doing based on the charts. And to me, this is saying, hey, this is an investor stock. There are people still holding their money here because look at all this green volume, and the red volume does not back that up. In fact, we see a huge push of green volume right here, which honestly probably covers all the red volume from the day here, which means everybody here still holding their stock. And we're seeing a push here in the after hours, again, still sitting at $1.83. We're 2 cents up. It's just the gift that keeps on giving. It's insane. This is honestly a crazy stock. I'm just so pumped that people are making money on this. If you're looking for an entry point, we're looking at a Fibonacci retracement that lines up extremely well from the base to the top of this run up at about $1.77. And if we break below that, well, I suppose that's $1.71. At $1.71, and if we break below that, an even better entry point is going to be $1.50, which does line up because we have a nice long candle wick here that stops directly at that $1.50 mark, and a lot of price action to back that up too. So if you see a push below $1.70, that's most likely going to come back down to $1.50. That's a solid entry point or a solid opportunity to double down on your position, to add to your position, improve dollar cost average up, whatever you need to do, or dollar cost average down if you bought it here in the run up, right? If you're a bag holder, I don't think you're going to be a bag holder for very long. I'll tell you that right now, because Inuvo is a company that I think is here to stick around. This is an investor stock based on the volume that we are seeing here. The correction on the RSI is not that bad, historically speaking. If we look at this, anytime it's gone over 70, the correction is down high 30s, low 30s. So this one time it's pretty gnarly, but most of the time it's been pretty nice. So that looks extremely nice. The gap between the 15-day VAMA and the 200 EMA, which is a bullish indicator, is growing even more so today. And it does look like here in the after hours we are starting another run up. So this is extremely bullish territory. I would not be surprised to see this continue to run, but also I would not be surprised if we see a little bit of a price correction or a retracement. How bad is it going to be? I don't think that bad. If we look at the overall growth over the past month, this stock has been on an absolute rampage. There has really not been anything but slow and steady upward movement. And now that we have volume to back up the previous trends on these charts, I think it's going to be a lot of the same thing, a lot of that same slow grow and steady movement, except it's just going to be backed up by volume. So the price is going to keep going up, right? If we look at this stock a month from now, I would not be surprised whatsoever to see this be anywhere between $6 and $8. And I always lowball my estimates here, but just based on the overall volume that's going into this stock, if we continue to see that overall volume, it stays as high as it's been, we continue to see this bullish push, a lot of buying pressure compared to selling pressure, I think we're going to be looking at an absolutely beautiful day. Now, one thing that is bearish that I'm noticing right now, and just I want to be as transparent with you guys as I can. I'm not trying to make you do what I'm doing. I'm not trying to pump the stock. I want to show you that there are some pretty long wicks on the top of these green candles, and that leads me to believe that we might see, this isn't guaranteed, we might see a little bit of a price correction in tomorrow. And what this indicates, these long green wicks on the top of the candle, is weak buying pressure. So buyers tried to push the price up at market open, right? All the way up to about $2.35. And sellers said, nope, and they brought it back down. Either that or people took profits at the top of that peak, right? So that indicates a little bit of both weak buying pressure and strong selling pressure. So just based on the psychology here on these candles, we do have 4 pretty long candle wicks right here, which might indicate that we see a little bit of a price correction tomorrow. And if you're holding a position, don't be scared. I really do think this is at least a midterm hold. It is an opportunity for you to double down on your position. You obviously want to buy when the RSI is as close to 30 as you can, which means it's oversold or undervalued, right? So you want to buy as close to the 30 on the RSI as you can. You want to buy on a red day because you're getting the most bang for your buck. You're going to get the highest return. And we can't have that happen unless there's a red day, right? So if this stock turns red, I'm going to take that opportunity to double down on my personal position. I'll probably take my profits from ADMP. Another Grand Slam stock that we hit today over at the Discord. Thank you again to Fitzy from the Discord for bringing that up. I'll likely take the profits from ADMP and either put that into Inuvo or ticker symbol ZOM and capitalize on those gains, because this stock looks like it is going to be an absolutely filthy monster with very little to any price correction incoming. So watch for a retracement to $1.70. If we break below that, $1.51, anywhere between those two price zones, I think you're going to do really well getting an entry. If we take a look at the 2-day 1-minute chart really quick, we are looking at a pretty solid day of action. So we saw this pretty heavy run up, right? And from this huge run up, you can call this, I would say, a pretty solid wedge formation. So we have this pretty gnarly dip right at right before market open, right? From the bottom of this dip and from the top of this huge rip right here, you can see a tightening and a squeezing of price action. And this is confirmation to buyers that, hey, this stock is here to stay. If I get into this right now, you know, at $1.90, let's say, I'm not super worried that this is going to just absolutely plummet, because we have validation and proof that this stock can consolidate for a while. And some people think that consolidation is neutral. I personally think that consolidation slightly favors buyers, because as a stock consolidates, it is setting itself up for that next leg up, setting up those higher lows and then the higher highs, and stair-stepping its way up into where we know the stock is eventually going to go. So, you know, this could play out a couple different ways. If you see a break below the bottom trend line, I expect a pretty harsh bleed, right? But if we don't, if we see a break above this top trend line, which looks like it may happen here by the end of this video, I would expect a pretty harsh amount of movement, a pretty violent and filthy move to the upward direction. And if that does happen, we have a level of resistance currently sitting around $1.95 or so. And if we push above that, the next level of resistance is going to be sitting right around here at about $2.10. We do have a double top right here, previous level of resistance in the past, and if we push above that, $2.30 is the next level, and from there it is probably going to be $2.50, $2.75, $3. And guys, I could not have more positive things to say about Inuvo. I really feel great about this stock. I do think it's a midterm hold. I will be holding this personally, and I am up a pretty decent margin. Some people in the Discord are up even more than that. Some people in the comment section here on YouTube are up even more than that. And I have absolutely no pressure whatsoever to sell. That's the same way that I feel about ZOM. So that is what I have for the video today, guys. If that was helpful, please drop a like on the video, because it really does help support the channel. And consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. And lastly, I do have an affiliate link in the description box down below for Tubebuddy. Now, Tubebuddy is an SEO optimization website that I personally pay a $9 per month membership for. And it is highly what I attribute growing from 0 to almost 10,000 subscribers in just over a month. So if you're a content creator or looking to become one, it is a great tool to help get your videos into the eyes of your intended audience. And if you do use my link, I'll receive a commission off your purchase at no extra cost to you. So it's a great way to support the channel. And if you're not interested, that's totally fine. I just appreciate your support by taking the time to watch my videos and having some filthy freaking margins here on the channel. So that is what I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching, my friends, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.